Are you guys as drawn to castles as I am? I could just look at castles all day. So this was like day 9 in our Germany trip, and we were going to give our last visit one final hoorah and headed to Koblenz, or something like that. I don't know how it's pronounced. We were once again in search of Christmas markets, delicious food, and alcohol. I mean, what better way to explore Germany? I didn't know at the time, but this giant building was actually a mall, and me and my sister basically got lost in there trying to find a bathroom. Anyways, back to the Christmas markets. I really wish that we could have seen more of the Christmas markets in the evening when the lights are out, but we were traveling with other parties and little kids were there, so less nighttime visits and more daytime visits. I've got an unnatural attachment to pigeons. Here's a German pigeon in case you wanted to see what they look like, the same as all the others. So this thing was really interesting. It was like lightly cooked bread with some type of vanilla pudding over the top of it and cinnamon sugar. It was pretty good, but I was just basically looking for a giant donut. After refilling our alcohol and visiting some type of a local attraction, we started winding our way through the streets looking for something to eat. It was a couple-hour train ride, so by this point we were all ready for real food. We found an authentic German restaurant to try. At least I hope so. It says 1689 on there. I like to pretend that that's how long it's been here. Probably not, but that's okay. I have a big imagination. Really, we were just excited to be inside from the cold. It was quite chilly that day. I went with a French onion soup, and I've never had one that was this color before. It was really good. I shared some of my brother-in-law's food, and I have no idea what Kirby got. I was too full to try it by the time I got around to it. I think this was my sister realizing that she ordered way too much food. Also, hair dryer in the bathroom and little tiny hooks for clothes. Again with the small stuff, guys. After everybody had eaten way too much food, it was time to head back out and see the sights. I have no idea where we were going. Thankfully, the men were leading this party and they were taking us to some type of a statue. It's all in German, I don't know, but along the way we found some pretty cool Stonehenge structures of some sort, and I'm pretty sure that these were pieces of the Berlin Wall. Here's a plaque for it. I did touch it just so that I could say that I've touched a piece of it. Also, speaking of things to touch, look at this castle-esque ruins around the giant statue. I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm gonna pretend that it's some type of a Statue of Liberty thing, because whenever you're standing up there and facing out, you come to the meeting point of two giant rivers, one of which I'm sure is the Mosel, because I'm telling you it was everywhere. And there was a giant fort across the way from it. Maybe it was a castle at one point in time too. On my next trip, I'll do a better job at planning to make sure that I can hit all of the cool spots. But I gotta say, for this trip, for the amount of traveling that we did a pretty awesome job. I will not be riding on the little bubble carts to take a good look at the fort, because what if it falls off and you're trapped inside the bubble and you drown? That would just terrify me. But if you're braver than I am, here is what it's called. Man, just look at this, so cool. This giant thing stretched for a big chunk of the river, and there was a bunch of cool little shops across from it, so the whole time while you're shopping you get to look at this castle place. It must be nice to live in a place with such cool scenery. So we made our way back to the Christmas markets, of course. So my niece got these chocolate covered strawberries, and it was the best chocolate I've ever had in my life. It was so good. So this Glühwein was the clear winner. We thought it tasted the best out of all of the ones that we tried. I wish I knew what kind it was. It was my last cup. So we headed back to the train station to make sure that we didn't miss our train, and of course you didn't think I was going to go through all of Germany without trying American McDonald's. Y'all see the difference, obviously, in this McDonald's and the ones that we have. I mean, this is so bougie. Everything about it was different. The atmosphere, the menus, what they had to offer. I don't go to McDonald's very often, but I guess I have a good baseline for it, so I just got like a regular cheeseburger, and I feel like it was like 40% better than the ones we have back at home. No ice cream to be found anywhere though, so I decided to get a decaf mocha, and it was really good, gotta say. And of course, a little more wine for our 2-hour trip back home. If you ever wanted to see the round bathroom on a train, this is what it looks like. Talk to y'all later. Bye!